Hey everyone, welcome to day 6 on framing this truss house. So today we're kind of all over the place in terms of what we're doing. We got some things we gotta do to these trusses and this front wall before we can get started on this front roof. After we do this, we'll get this left side shed roof sheeted. Then we'll move on to sheeting both sides of the garage because it requires a valley on either side of it for the roof. After that, we'll move on to closing in the front gable for the garage, so we have a little bit of everything in today's video. I'll have everything timestamped so you could look for what you're directly interested in, and this video is in 2 or 3 times speed, so if you want to watch it at a more normal rate, go ahead and hit that cog in the bottom right to slow it down. But other than that, we got a lot to do, so let's get right into it. So first off, we are working on a Saturday, so we only have 4 guys instead of our normal 6, but we still get a decent amount done anyway. We're going to try and focus on things that are pertinent in moving forward in the roofing process. So it's a lot of little important things to get done, so then when we got the full crew on Monday, we can go ahead and blast through this roof. In the last video, we got all the trusses set that you see here. And we also stick frame the gables on the back side so we could sheet up to the cap sets, and we got a little bit done with a smaller back porch gable as well. So first off, we're propping up these trusses because we got to cut off these little nubbins and attach them to a header that we're going to install above this wall. I know you're probably saying, "Oh, dirty carpenter, you're not supposed to be cutting trusses like that. It needs to be okayed. It needs to be built to the right dimensions." Well, I promise you everything is okayed with the builder, with the engineers, with the truss people. Everybody is alerted of what's happening and is okayed through the whole process. We work for legitimate companies that have to get all the right inspections to build in residential neighborhoods, so I assure you everything is okay. But anyway, we built a temporary false wall underneath the trusses. I'm going to get this cut and we'll get this header in. After that, we'll get this front wall and front porch dialed in so we could get started on the roof in this front section. The header is just going to be 2 pieces of 2x10 with a piece of 1/2-inch plywood sandwiched between them. I believe the reason the header is going to be above the wall instead of in the wall like normal is that this window is going to be a arched window. We'll get this pinned, but we gotta make sure that these trusses are on layout and that they're standing up straight before we get them all nailed. I also have to make sure that it's at the right height with the top plates. Bottom? Yeah. Bottom for the next one? It's getting tight, just, yeah, we gotta make sure they're on layout, so. Yeah, I'll just, anyone talk to it? I wonder if the plate sagging? I don't know. Well, I'll look this up, and, are you gonna like this one? Are you with that bottom? Good. Yeah, just these. This just needs to come over something. That's what that works like. This one good. Yep. That one good. This one got the gapper again. This one got a gapper again. Oh, well, just hit the truss. We'll probably end up like pushing that plate up or something. Okay. Gas. You want it? Yeah, the plate can go up. The plate can go up if that's it. Should be able to get pushed up though, right? Should be able to get pushed up.
I don't know, maybe get a nail right through here.
Oh.
I'm not sure if it was wrong in the header.
I think the plate was sagging.
I think the header also got ground.
Yeah, the header definitely probably had a problem.
Which one's that double crosser? See, that's it?
Well, this is right now, because this is probably too high already. So let's, and then that one wrapped, the next one wrapped down a quarter, this was probably a quarter 3/8. This was a quarter.
Huh? No.
How about on your side?
I had plywood.
Oh, okay. Oh, you don't have the right down there? Oh, that's plywood. Okay. I got it. Go up with your handle. Go up with your handle. Yep. Okay, now we take our run into the handle. Oh, no. We're gonna put that flush with the inside of the header. Yep.
Protect it.
Yeah, you back it. Yep. And then start this one from the bottom. Let's start that way.
Button it up.
Go to the top plate.
Yep.
Handle.
Yep. Go ahead and one of those to start from the bottom. Buckles. Look at that impulse.
Well, we make sure we get 78 from the side. In between, no, not in between, 72 in between. Just a minute. Got a block right there, Doug.
You have custom blocks?
Right at the finger point.
Into what?
The finger point.
Where do I come to?
I don't really got it. Take it.
Oh, just a spot.
Yeah.
15 and an 8.
And then the next one, we start at the bottom and go to the top.
What's your block? I think it'll be the same.
No, I don't know.
We held off on framing this window opening since we knew we had some work to do on it. But now, since we're getting that done, I'm going to finish off these bucks to support that header.
You know what they say, crazy bread from home for the guy like me.
Plywood.
2 months later, like, God, shit, no, God, we good.
Now this gas is going.
And then we go
Oh, no, no.
to the top, and then we
Battery falls out. 15 and 3. Where are you specifically?
Yeah, I did. I just went to quit my room.
This is that side. Did you get measure up this side?
Oh, 15.
Oh my god. What, other ones? Back in the
Oh, but in my side of the so I didn't get this side first. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be me. Did you need like a Nazi? Or no, it's under 4 foot, huh? Yeah. No, not. Now we're going to sheet up this front with this insulated zip plywood. What, man? Come on.
the header. It's flush. Thermal spring will difference. Yeah. It's flush on this side. Yeah. We gotta get that squeeze in. We gotta squeeze plywood on top of that. Yeah, with that truss that I think that's gonna bias that. The header that was there was already cut, and it wouldn't have made.
Layout?
No, layout don't matter yet. I don't have to frame the table. I don't have material to frame the table.
Did it matter to get that big piece boxer? Oh, 8 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm good there. Oh, you want to, is it alright when yellow's off?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this stuff. Better died. Yeah. I like that one.
Oh, I think that's what I was thinking. That's the OSD, like I said.
I was at the UMP.
And then the EW 5 like I feel like well. That was also the same thing. I saw that on I didn't see it though. Yeah. I know some of you guys obviously the 81 finishing them all. But
I'm 55, light half. To the beam is 31 and 3/16. That'll be more in a minute. Yeah, it is. To the beam is 14 and an eighth. That's in a little bit of room. Yeah, and that is 3 1/8 wide. Yeah, that's all the way. 3 and 3/8 is tight. Well, quit my card. Oh yeah, okay. To sheet up this left side shed roof, we need to stick frame some of this gable first. Does that still look straight to you? This block popped out. Down here? Perfect, take it out.
In some ways it looks pretty good round, in other ways, gotta look at it from the other side, gotta look at it from the right side. I'm trying to think of Vietnam salaries.
27 and 8. 19. 20. What do you have? 34 half. 34 half. 34 half, 117.
No, actually, last one.
I got to say how easy to go there.
Some more small ones. Oh, nice stars. That's the second one. The third one for me. The one that was high.
We got a good amount of that gable frame, so now we can start roof sheeting up that side. I'm going to get this sheet up to the 4-foot line that they just popped, and we'll get it pinned in place. The right side and middle of this porch is getting a arched gable, so we're going to leave that for later.
Oh, they're up in the, they're up on the roof. On the wall. Alright, I think they're up on that valley. Was she know we have this? Yeah, I'll get 8-footer back there. I got it. Yeah. For a drop off? Wow. 2 weeks work? Wow, almost. Do that for a couple weeks, you're good. Yeah.
This left side shed roof connects to this truss with a slanted gable, so we got to attach a nailer under the plywood.
Go over a little bit, chat. Yeah. Oh, right there. That's from the plywood, that was good. You want the nail gun again? Yeah, over there. Check it from there, see if it looks like it runs up. No, looks alright. Looks fine. Oh, shit. Yeah, Hudson Tigers rushed for 595 yards, including 359 from Anthos to go with 5 touchdowns. Oh, step around. Oh, person? Huh? Person? Yeah. Yeah, that back one's bent over. Round. Sounds good. Yeah, good nail, I guess. Already got a sheet. And then I'll wait until we get the rest of this nail. How do we look? For one of these being straight.
I'm not going to nail the side that attaches to the gable because we need to make sure that's nice and plumb before we get it locked into place.
You gonna be good? You gonna be good? You want me down there too? You want me down there too? He's gonna do it. I'm trying to.
We also have to continuously sheet up this truss gable so then we could get our nailer and continue roof sheeting up it.
Oh, you have a seam?
Yeah. Looks like it's gonna need more, huh? I'm not gonna be underneath this plywood anymore. Hey, you got rid of that? Don't have that. We're gonna plane thing to you. Plane level, plane line.
To find out exactly where your nailer will go against the truss, I use this straight edge level to plane across these trusses to make my mark.
Nice one right here. I gotta get the other gables on. You gotta start the driveway over. You gotta do this. I don't want to focus on all shit again, too. So you can things like that, you know. Nope. Here you go. Empty gun. Empty gun. Here, go ahead and commit suicide. Whoa. Empty gun. You got one? I got one. Oh, yeah, I got it. Right here. That's not right. Yes. I got screw on every side. And this would be another 12-foot 2x6?
I got a couple of questions.
Can you get it to me?
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, right through here, good work. The outside of the hose. Okay, the outside of the hose. We can get that straight before we. I can go for it. Oh. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, you're right there. Can you tell? Oh, yeah, you're good. Oh, you're right there. Yep. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yep. So, that's basically all she wrote for us. That's why we're going. You can get that out. Should I break that sheathing on there? No. Can I pull the gable tight and nail that plywood? Or? Yeah. It's really easy to maneuver.
We plumbed up this lower section, so now I can nail it off as we go.
Yep. Yeah, looks like. Doing another job? Yep. Yeah, whatever. Toby says, just don't take it. You just put it on the meeting. Or try already. Right, it's not yet. They have to pay out overtime. Huh? Oh, have to pay out overtime.
Yeah, like I'll drop it in here. So, yeah.
Right. Not anymore. He's up here. Up here, man. Shit.
This section up here will need to get cap set trusses to finish off the peak. This section, the roof pitch changes, so this rip finishes off this pitch and then it gets a little bit steeper.
You're doing that last rep.
We're going to load up some plywood so we could start sheeting the left side of the garage roof, and then we could get a valley board installed in that section.
Well, if you went inside, you know, right there near the gas station and all that shit. Is that good or?
To start off our sheeting, we're going to pull a measurement down from the peak of these trusses, then we're going to pop a straight line, so then we have a reference point for our sheeting.
I pop this race. I pop this race. I know your speed right over there. Yeah. Well, I'm just seeing your where. Not seeing that. I'm in the cut. Ooh. I'll let you get your stack first. Bags. It's a mess out here. I heard it's a mess there too. Buddy, and breed a couple chickens in the graveyard. I like not duck just your flesh per se. Bitch, I dress like a rock man everywhere. Black chickens on the pedal, that's what's up. Key round pie, graham cracker crust. Was that? You already tapped that?
I got plenty left to get a power on it.
Okay. That was good. My mouth was holding your rack with me.
Oh, we got nails on.
Yeah, we'll fetch that shit. When you're pulling?
Yeah. Oh, black here, going. Yeah, a little bit more.
When you get to my shit, all of them. Should I go to this last truss or?
Yep.
Hey, ask me if I should go to the flat truss or just the last. Break on last. What do you think? I do. I'm not check all sides or get room. 5 foot 4, 60 quarter. Yeah. Dead to my second nut. Oh, here. Oh, not. How much time? Maybe we'll go down the whole thing. Then I'll drive right back. Come on. Probably should have missed him with the last shot. Grab one of these blocks. Whoa. Ugh. Shutting up for no man. I can unzip my skin and climb out of the before and after picture identical like that. I kind of want a toe board. Yeah, something to stand on the sheath. Yeah, it's yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's good. No. You're breaking this one, right, Chris? No.
It's right here. I have to break it.
Okay.
But technically it was over. Okay, for a second. I don't get the rest of that.
How far can we go this ramp to the other truss? There's. Yeah.
Oh, here's counterpart. Are you breaking? Here you go.
Yeah, 4 quarters. You know, if we don't have white line,
Say what? She's a superstar. You're welcome to create my own home. We need one more. Hello? Are you shut? It's all right, see? I told you. I told you. Right. Thank you.
Can you block? Okay, watch out. Stop. Oh no, they're good. Yeah. So over the TV, probably the end lights. I'm right here. Right? When you're seeing all the way out. Right. Oh, it's nothing. Unlimited fire blood pump to his neck, came down from the mountain top with 2 left. Oh, perfect. Oh, wait, we did it that way. Go. Neighbors. Yep. Okay, break it. I'll pull that. Need a hand. Better. Keep it right towards move into battle. Cartoon death pitch on the farm top with 2 reps. Huh? Sign out. Drills. Stop. We're ready. Alright, ready? Yep.
So now we could work on getting this valley board installed for this layover over this garage. To do that, we need to see where the trusses on the left side are going to plane with the plywood on the right side of this garage. We have a string that's lined across all of these trusses. We slowly bring it down until the string is laying directly on the trusses and on the plywood on this right side. At that point, you have your plane point. Do that at the top and the bottom, and you have your rough area where you're going to be installing this valley board.
Do we get lucky? Go boards? What? Ah, yeah. First couple. See how big I put? Oh, I guess I can start or something, huh? So big. So what, if you're doing that for the angle of it, what do you say, the degree part? Like 35 degrees angle? Yeah.
So then it comes on the other side. I think price is 60 square feet, but it's at 90.
For that angle?
Yes.
Oh. So then the other one gets 60 then. Is it or 55? Oh, hang on.
Here's our valley board. This won't get installed on the red line, but slightly under it.
God, it's a big bitch.
That's because the corner of this valley board is what's planing with the framing of the trusses. And once you sheet over it with your 1/2-inch plywood, that's what will really meet up with that red line that you popped. I'll pin mine at the bottom. Since he doesn't have an easy spot to plane with the trusses at the top, I'll give him a rough area to the line, and then I'll eyeball over these trusses.
Alright, for my line I got 1 inch and like 1/2. I'll eyeball too. That's really high.
Since the camera's on my head, it's not meeting me at my eye level, but basically I'm looking down these trusses. Eventually, when it planes, the valley board and all of the trusses will line up with your eye level.
I like that right there.
Then once it's all good, make sure you get it all nailed off to your rafters or your trusses. And that's your average valley board for a layover. Some would call it a sleeper valley, whereas a live valley would look more like a hip. We have a lot more work to do in this section, so instead of doing that, we're going to go ahead and move to the other side of this garage and get it sheeted so then that side could get a valley as well. We won't get this valley board in today, but we'll get it ready, and then we'll move on to the front of the garage and sheet some of this gable. Of course, like always, we're going to pop a straight line for a reference point.
Hey, yeah, Chris is by Gable, so we just scroll up. I start with the full right here. Oh, people slow this shit. Bam! Alright, ready? Whoa. Oh, no, no. That's my right. You want to hold out the button, yeah? Hey, block. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, let's beat all of those. Oh. Oh. Jesus Christ. Oh, that sucks. Gotta go with it. I do soon too. Yeah, pretty good. Real good. Alright, let's name the options, guys. See if I got the one, but. Really? I'd like to turn them out. I do. I'll bring that back. That'll come. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Now he is where? Do mine like a long tricycle board? Yeah. Jack, can we get one of these for a big board? You want that? Line number 15. Huh? 14? Thank you. One about sitting. If you do a GPMD, amazing question. Thank you for the bread and food. That was the perfect bake. Want to go more? 4 pounds. Good there. Count to 3. I think this shit was kind of where I'm going to say my today's not another show. Yeah. Or. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's a little bit. Same rap name on the axe handle. Brand new attack dirty man on the man. That one again. Right. Can you? Say your name and everybody. Down the board. Oh, you got it. Oh. Rubicon.
Rubicon, the cycle frame.
What the other thing? Rubicon. It's not Rubik's. Yeah, but like a relic, ancient relic.
Yeah.
Well, not. Well, that name is not just for one thing, you know. I'm not your tape. I'll get that fast. I don't know, I never cared about.
Yeah, when that one Gen 4 fight, I love.
Right. What? Yeah. I feel like there's a movie. I watched a movie kind of like that where like a couple like people like can't take sex legally and they get laid and shit. Something like that. Yeah, it's weird. I am a man. That's funny. I am a man with Down syndrome. That's the biggest shit I ever heard. I think what's a good buddy can leave with the dogs. Upstairs, it's just fine, the rest of the dogs. I just even eat lunch. This. Oh, yeah? You got it? What? Yeah, I had one. I like that shit with board thread, but then you gotta plug it in and it. Yeah, I don't know. I was having an issue with it. Yeah. All right. Me too. Yeah. Do it on the daily. Especially on the here. Yeah, not bad.
Jake said that I can like
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm not doing this yet. I can work all over the time, but. Oh yeah, for sure. Look at a little bit. Do stuff about it. It's true. Are they blue? Oh, there, ammonia. I'll find a pitch. Fuck you, ain't it? Talk, and I'm gonna put your ass off the boardwalk. Get the fuck Walmart. No. Well, this bitch got me high like fuck bandana. Fine ruler. Yeah, no, right? Play pyro. Still fucking with the free house, put the cool ranch Doritos.
It was nearing the end of the day, so we didn't want to get all up into that valley board on that right side. Instead, we just spent the last few minutes sheeting up this gable. We're just using normal 1/2-inch zip system plywood that we're going to tape over the seams as well. Eventually, we'll have to cut out a window in this front gable also. But that about ends it for day 6 on this house. Over the next 2 days, we'll get this roof all closed in. So I hope you enjoyed this rough framing POV. If you have any questions about what we did today, make sure you let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any general tips, criticism, or feedback regarding my work or my video, I'd also love to hear that as well. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe to Old Dirty Carpenter so you don't miss us finishing this house and all the unique houses in the future. But I thank everyone for stopping by. This has been Old Dirty Carpenter, and I'll see you on the next workday.
Very good. That's the end though. Down with this way plan. Yeah, I think I nailed it. Okay. My man over when he got red. I can't oversee C spot red. Oh, no, it does. I thought. Okay, the other one's out the window. I want something bad. Look at that next. Let's do the side. Yep. Yeah. There's that. Man, what's with that order? Okay, huh? Let's do this. Don't get lifted. These little fingers be holding hot shit. That's my hand. This is 350.